will you bring us off?
Okay, so guys, I have called this meeting together because you may have forgotten, but we actually have a philosophy presentation tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
Yes, it's tomorrow.
I thought it was next week.
No, it's tomorrow, Mark.
I'm more worried about
Mark,
rehab.
Richard.
Yeah.
Mark.
We're looking for
Steve.
rehab?
Huh?
Okay, staying on focus.
Right.
Does anyone have any ideas? Because I have one idea, but it might be a little bit overused.
Oh, go on, give it
Okay,
to us.
so what's
Okay.
your idea?
It's
Robert?
okay. It has to. It's like the prison idea. All right.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah,
Okay.
well, because we haven't
Okay.
seen a prison.
So picture this. All right.
Another prison.
You've got Chad. He's standing outside of a prison, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, poor me, Dr. Minnie Leach, forced to go to prison for being a chiropractor. I'm not meant for prison." And then we have him there for like a couple of days, and he's scared and he's sad, and he meets another inmate. And it's Aiden, but she's like dressed as an inmate, but she's got like a fake beard, right?
Deal.
And she's showing Chad around, or not Chad, but Minnie Leach. Why Minnie? Like, is that really a real
There's
name?
no way. Did you look at the notes?
See, I looked in the notes, and it was Minnie Leach, but I looked
Is it a
online.
girl or a boy?
I don't know. They just
I'll be either.
okay. So later, they're in the courtyard, and Aiden points like this big dude in the corner, not talking to anyone, and it's Mark, right? And Aiden tells Dr. Minnie, that guy, he's apparently been in prison for like cracking people's necks with his bare hands. And she's pretty sure his name's like Charles Lemmy or something like that. And he's been in prison like 66 times, like a ludicrous amount, right?
Big word.
So later at lunch, Aiden and Chad are like eating together, like with the slop meals, right? And like Mark's character walks over, right? This Charles guy. He turns to Minnie and he goes, "Hey, are you one of those chiropractor fellows?" And Chad, or Minnie, is super friendly. And he, "Yes, sir, I am." To which Charles replies, "I'm a bit of a chiropractor myself. You want to see?" And Chad says, "Certainly." So then Mark's character gingerly grabs Aiden's head and then boom, breaks her fucking neck. Alright? And she just like dies. And Chad's like, "What the," right? And he's like, "I thought you were supposed to be Charles Lemmy, the chiropractor." And then he says, no, I'm Richard Limey, the neck-cracking serial killer. But everyone just calls me Charles. The real Charles Lemmy's is over there. And he points to Kate, who's just in the corner, just like screaming her head off, right? And it like zooms in on Aiden, who's like dead in like the mashed potatoes.
And Kate runs over and is like trying to.
Yeah, just like trying to save her, and just like, oh god, right? And then after that, Minnie, or Chad's character, goes on strike for 10 days without eating because he's too scared to go back in the mess hall in case of finding Richard Limely, right? And people think that it's a hunger strike towards the chiropractors being in jail, and they form a public referendum against the Medical Act to help chiropractors gain their license back.
Oh, mate, that is dark. That's a little gruesome for our. It's a. Jeez.
Do you have a better idea?
Cats.
Well.
I've got one. Yeah. No, I'll go on. Brilliant.
Cats.
We'll
Cat
do
in the hat.
Cats and
Hey,
chiropractic.
1 second.
Okay, right. I really want to do the running over scene because I want to run somebody over. But then I had a brain.
Also dark.
We'll get BJ. We'll get BJ walking along the road, and then Dee Dee comes out and runs him over. But instead of Dee Dee, it's Bambi. Bambi's driving the car.
Hang on.
Bambi's Aiden's cat.
Yeah.
Hannah loves cats. Cats are fine.
Chad. Dee Dee gets run over, not BJ.
Okay, rewind then. So what we'll do is we'll have whoever's playing BJ driving the car, and they're gonna run over Dee Dee, which is gonna be Bambi.
Whoa. There's no fucking way you're running over my cat.
Whoa, so you're okay with your cat killing someone, but not being killed?
Yeah.
Obviously.
And you're more okay
or we
with...
can just rewind. We'll have whoever's gonna be BJ originally is gonna swap to Dee Dee, and then we'll have BJ is now Bambi, and Bambi can drive the car again and run over the person. So we're still getting the cat in there.
Small problem with this. I don't think Bambi knows how to drive.
Don't think he has a license.
Definitely doesn't have a license, but knowledge, I don't
Let's
think
just
so.
have someone sitting in
Bambi
the
a
car
boy?
holding Bambi's
Girl.
paws against the steering wheel.
Yeah,
Bambi's a
okay.
girl.
Bambi's a girl.
That was that. So we're still getting a run over scene. So there's a bit of action, not as gruesome. Cats are involved.
Could we maybe do something that doesn't involve endangering my cat?
Yeah.
How about
Cause-
fish?
What?
Fish.
Fish.
Go on.
Why fish?
Well, I had a daydream about this, while we were trying to think of this.
You were really boring weekend, Mark. I gotta
It's been a long week. I'll tell you what. So I was watching Finding Nemo with my son, and he has no idea what's going on, so it's a good time for me. But the scene where Dory and the dad are at the School of Fish trying to find directions,
Yeah.
if we took that scene and then made it about, fuck, what were we gonna make it about?
We're gonna make it look like the accreditation.
Accreditation would work.
Like he's
That would
like
work.
instead of trying to find his son, he's trying to find accreditation.
So how'd that play out? Like,
He's like, do you know where I can get accredited? And they're like, can you please help me get accredited?
Yeah.
He's like, please, I'm a chiropractor. And they're like, I'm a chiropractor, blah, 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 me. And he's like, all right, thank you. And he like goes away. And then like Dory's like, what's the matter? And he's like, what's the matter? They're just mocking me. I mean, I'm trying to become accredited. There's a healthcare professional in the background. They're just like, as they're just blowing into the scene. And she's like, ooh, I bet that's frustrated. And he's like, I mean, my son is back at Palmer School, running the school, more like destroying it, and I'm out here just trying to get accredited. And then also in that movie is the
Sharks.
shark scene
yeah.
With
Yeah.
the big
with
my
the
name's
meeting.
Bruce.
My name's Bruce, and I'm an AMA member. When they have like the meeting, right? And it's like, oh, the meeting's officially called to order, and they have like that pledge. And it's like, I am a nice doctor. I'm not a mindless quack killing machine. And if I change this image, I must first change myself. Chiros are friends and not quacks. And then like the other shark is like, except those stinking mixers. You know what they're like, oh, I'm so holistic. Look at me. I do trigger points to complement my adjustments. Yeah, you know when it like snaps onto his nose and he like freaks out? He's like freaking out. He's like, disease comes from the spine, you idiots! He's like, I'm having quacks tonight! And he like chases them through like the hallway, and then they lock in, and he's like banging on the door, and she's like, who is it? And then she's like, sorry, you're gonna have to come back later, we're trying to get accredited here. And breaks through, and he's like, here's the AMA!
Oh man, that would be so good for like 2.5 minutes.
Sounds
but
like a lot of work. as
yeah,
well.
I also swear that if I have to listen to like 15 minutes of a voiceover fish,
I will headbutt a concrete wall.
oh, immediately.
Very hard. No.
Is accredited a word?
Yes.
Well, it is now.
Okay, I got an idea. How about we all dress up as the professors?
Right.
Yeah. Really simple. We got Chad, Dr. B. I think the scarf,
B?
glasses. Yeah.
I don't know, he seems like a Finley man.
Bit of L5. I like Gonstead, I'm not sworn to it, guys.
No, you just like Finley.
You are sworn to him.
Shut up, because you'd be Kirk if anything. You
Why?
got cowboy boots walking around. You just need to kneecap yourself so you're about as high.
Just put them next to my knees and just like walk around with my boots. Do I really look like a villain?
Who else we got? We got.
Who would I be?
Oh man, you could definitely. Okay, we put you in a skirt. We put the cat faces on your skirt.
Yeah.
Hold by cat.
Ryan's
Everywhere.
Yeah, it's definitely right. Blue
What's
shoes.
that?
Who
Blue
is that?
shoes are
Who
right.
is that?
He took us
I'm
for
fine.
like physics or
for
whatever
radiology.
last
The arms of the angel.
Shearson.
Roasted.
Hands down, he's Shearson though.
Shearson, because
Yeah.
it's so gangster.
And you're.
Yeah.
Oh, could you
Put
get
some
the
glasses on? Okay, anyway.
Put my
Kate.
honey.
Dr. Phil.
Yes,
Dr.
filming
Phil.
master. We just put a bathing cap on you and you
Yeah.
just spit an image.
Yeah, I was also thinking Dobson.
Oh, I was actually thinking all the way here. The
Is it-
gravitas, I feel like you could pull off.
A what?
The gravitas.
The gravitas.
Yeah.
What's that?
What the hell is that?
Gravitas, great word. Is it the definition? So it's a big
Well,
word
you'd have
for
to be
that.
probably Dr. Cade.
100%.
If you could do a drunken T-Rex walk. Wait a second. You're just doing this to drink and do the T-Rex walk, aren't you? Does this have anything to do with history at all?
Yeah, what has this to do with chiropractic
Oh.
history?
Okay.
Okay.
No, guys. I've got a really good idea. How about we do like a kung fu themed video? And like Dee Dee is like this great
Like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
I'm thinking more like Kung Fu Panda style.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Like, you know, Dee Dee Palmer is this great
The turtle.
spiritual master. Yeah, the turtle.
The turtle,
He is
yeah.
the turtle.
Yeah.
And he's into all these, he's like trying to master all these modalities like magnetic healing and spiritualism and electropathy and cranial diagnosis and like hydrotherapy and like facial diagnosis and osteopathy and he's like really delving into them, but then finally he's like the Buddha, he's like underneath this tree and he has this great realization that like chiropractic is osteopathy gone to seed. And then he opens up this like big what is it called, like this big ninja school, and he's got all these chiropractic students who are like learning under him. Then there's this one in 1907. His name is Dr. Shigetaro Morikubo.
Oh, that's a
that's
perfect
well.
name
You
for
know
a
how
ninja.
we learned that, and then he
That's
gets
a good ninja name.
it is a good ninja
Shiitake
name, but this is
mushroom.
actually true. And then he gets
Wait, that's
ambushed.
real.
Yeah, this has actually happened in the history. If you were paying attention or you came along to lectures, you would know that.
Shots fired.
No, but he gets ambushed in 1907 by these ninjas and gets arrested, and he gets put on trial for practicing osteopathy and medicine and surgery without a license. And with the help of his lawyer Tom Morris, who uses Langworthy's definition of chiropractic as the unseen power of the body.
And it's just a bat.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, it's just Shigetaro gets acquitted after 23 minutes, and chiropractic becomes a separate and distinct school of healing.
I like this
That is
as long
really
as we have a
beautiful.
gong every so often.
Gong,
playing
we
through
need
this.
gongs. We
Who has a
definitely
gong? Does anybody have a gong?
Yeah, I have one in my back pocket.
Oh.
No, I don't. Okay, one thing
I don't know
though,
if it
how
sounds
is
the
this
same.
gonna end? Because I know you guys don't like the prison thing, but my prison thing actually has an ending.
Alright.
Okay, so Minnie, who's Chad, is getting out of prison
Minnie.
and they're walking down the road, right? And a car comes like roaring up behind them, like soup, and it's like driving up to them. And at the last second, he jumps out of the way, and the car just like goes right by him, like it's intending to hit him, but it misses him.
Is Bambi driving?
Just like
Sure. Yeah. And so as he's catching his breath, he stands up and he's like, "That was close. Good thing I was performing optimally." And then like the Miami voice music starts playing, like yeah.
It's, you're thinking of
CSI, isn't it?
CSI Miami.
CSI.
Yeah.
This is Miami Vice, like the
What?
Classic Kate's been sitting in the corner and has nothing to do with it.
Do you have any ideas, Kate?
Like, we definitely need bloopers. We definitely
Yeah.
need a bloopers section.
Yeah.
That can be your section.
Yeah.
Just look at the camera, say bloopers right now. If I give you
I'm not
Dion's
out
beer
the
on
flame,
video,
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I mean I might get in trouble for it,
The
but
day
I
after.
mean,
Okay.
and what he won't know won't hurt him
Yeah,
until it
and
comes
you-
Thursday.
I have a double brown in my cupboard, so I'll tell him. I'll give it to him
I
instead.
thought you were
Okay.
such a classy lady.
Ooh.
Oh,
I am not.
Papa.
Mistake.
Don't edit that one out.
Charles Lemmy, the chiropractor.
Yeah.
Holy, what the fuck? I thought he was supposed to be Charles Lemmy, the chiropractor.
Ah, fixed him.
Okay,
You look like a turtle. Dame or damsel in distress, 2019. Who's crying? Someone's crying. Gee,
Oh,
really
wait,
old physics.
wait,
I
is
got
it
it.
Smythe or is it Smith?
Schmidt.
Smite.
Smite.
It's like a smudge. It's Smith with a smudge.
Like a-
Smite.
They gave up halfway through. Oh, we're gonna get expelled.
Yo, rap on the top of your head.
I do have glasses. They don't work though.
Alright, give us a
Neither
rap.
does.
How do glasses not work, but they just like don't fit on your head?
No, there's no lenses.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
that's a crucial
Yeah.
component.
Right. Okay, so
I have a great idea.
Oh, what's that?
This was not staged at all.
this is a nightmare.
You gotta get the
I can-
immunity